Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. I skipped yesterday's challenge because I didn't really care for it. I had a really rough start. I was making misplays. I was out of it. Let's put it that way. So today we're gonna do a different daily challenge. It sucks I'm gonna be playing Luna Coven again. I was kind of excited for yesterday because it was a different clan, but I guess we do get to play with the Underlegion. We still have the same Life Mother Pyre. Thankfully though, it's going to be a different run. It's not going to be spell heavy. It looks like we are going to start with 3 equipment cards, random, 0 cost. All equipment cards cost 0 cost, by the way, so we'll want to get more equipment cards, not just the 3 we start with. Um, Cards are not discarded at the end of turns. We have permafrost and everything, but we do have 3 drawn instead of 5, which means it's going to be more RNG. But since equipments are going to be very powerful, I think ultimately we're going to want card draw for the first boss, probably. Just because we want to fight RNG a bit. And enemy waves before a brief respite will be randomized. Battles have additional enemies. So we will be fighting random enemies. This is going to be a very random run. Let me put it that way. It's going to be very luck dependent. It's probably why some of these scores are a little bit sadder. Outside of the fact that the game's newer, so people are still learning, and the challenge just switched over, like, what, 3 minutes ago? 8 minutes ago? Something like that. 30 minutes ago? I don't know. So let's get started. I think we can handle this pretty well. Boss-wise, we are going to be fighting Entropy. So we're going to want a lot of strength because the problem with Entropy is he's going to kill our score every time he hits, but the -5 sap will also really hurt us. So this also means we kind of want a big deck. The best way is to fight Entropy in a normal run, unless you have like a very high beat sticks, is just to never play his cards and just take the pyre damage. Since the score doesn't really matter on a normal run. The other way you can kind of counter him is having a really large deck, because he adds cards to your deck. So if you have a low amount of draw and just a high amount of cards, you're probably never seeing those cards. Now, if you do, it does eat up a card slot in your hand, but like if you have a deck that's more reliant on the units and less on the cards you're playing, this doesn't really do anything. Alternatively, a spell damage heavy deck can basically make the sap non-existent. I say that though, but a lot of the units he has are anti-spell. So even though it seems counterintuitive, big beat stick units are actually the best counter to Seraph. This Seraph, at least. We have the damage shield. Kale, honestly, kind of the easiest of the bunch. The damage shield is usually, I mean, there's a reason those ones have 60 HP instead of the 30 like the others. It's really not a big problem. You just have to kill on the bottom floor and basically nothing will matter. And then we have the pushback Archean, which is the most annoying because he kind of ruins all your setup. So we do start with Nightgale. Nightgale's a pretty interesting unit. Starts with 2 stealth, multi-strike on a new moon. Honestly, kind of a weak unit in my opinion. But we will try to make it usable. We are playing Ardoon. Ardoon does have a path where we can force a new moon. So it might be the path we go. We do have 2 loam coats, which will be free, by the way. It doesn't show it here, but they will be free, which gives regen and propagate too. So we can actually stick a loam coat on Nightgale. Nightgale will always have stealth until the relentless. That will be a very powerful combo. So we're going to definitely use these 2 together. And we also have a Celestial Storm. This is probably going to be less important. It is an AoE, so it can help with backline, but we're never going to really want to be in a full moon. But we can kind of easily cycle between the moon cycles, right? Because we have these conduits, but yeah. We also start with 2 Bloodthirsty Blades, which we can use for permascaling. And we also start with an Overgrowth Carapace, which if we can combine this Carapace with the Loam Coat, we can basically put Nightgale on a single floor. And then if we can get the room where it's always a new moon, that floor is basically free. We're going to never have to worry about it. So I think that's going to be kind of the game plan we're going to go for. And we can get more stealth on Slay. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna snap pick that. So I think, yeah, Nightgale should never be losing stealth in this run. If we're losing it, we're losing it bad. We could give armor on incant to silent units. I don't think this path is gonna be that good, because we're not going to be casting a lot of spells, really. We're going to be wanting big beat sticks, right? So I think Shadowcast is good. Plus, we can force a new moon when we want it. And because he's a little tankier, we can kind of use him as a front line for Nightgale right away. That seems fine. And then we'll at least have some early strategies going on. We can also put them on their own floors, right? So... but yeah, we always pick the challenge reward, even if it hurts us, because it's still higher points in the end. But I'm going to put you guys up here, because we want to always win bottom floor. Get that fast score. Okay, we have the stealth here. So we're going to want the loam coat for sure on him. We basically just want to get this stealth going up, right? And then we're going to give you this. Yeah, as you can see, we have a pretty beefy dude. A lot of effects. But yeah, we're going to switch over to the new moon immediately, because I do want to kill here. And keep the stealth if I can, and start feeding this. And then, yeah, we'll be looking good. In terms of here, this should count as a unit. Yep, so these two will be stealthed as well as they go in. So looking good. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but I think that's inevitable, right? Like, are we really going to be able to avoid that? Not really. I'm going to go ahead and put some conduit. Arjun has Mage Blade, so he's going to get stronger every time we apply conduit. I think that's fine. And we're just going to place this here, because I basically want to buff the damage of this a little bit. We're not going to get this money. I think that's fine. We don't really have a good backline answer. Also, we draw into this, which, you know, is too late. And then we're going to be guaranteed New Moon next round, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Yeah, we're not going to play this, because then we're going to kill all of our damage. So yeah, I think we just end... And then Arjun will feed that Slay on that weapon some more, which we could also put on him, but I think having him on his own floor will be stronger on the bottom floor. It might not be, honestly. We could fit a Bloodthirsty with the loam coat and then just have him still get good scaling. We'll see. There might be still something with that. So does any of this help us? I don't know. It might. The thing is, we're going to be drawing less cards, so any cards we add now is technically a sunk cost. We're losing a lot, right? So, Bloody Moon, I don't know if it's going to really do much. It would help with the backline for sure. But we already kind of have a backline answer if we can draw into it. Making stuff armored is not going to matter, because we really want to keep our units stealthed constantly. And we could heal in the event that they are... we don't really have that here, but in the event that they are a corruption dealer, we do need an answer to corruption. We don't have an answer to that yet. So like something like this could be an answer to corruption, but it's kind of not a good answer. So I'm going to skip. Propagate all could be okay. We'd basically get more stealth stacks, more regen stacks. I mean, this regen is an answer, right? Because we can fuse these together and then duplicate, put them on both units. And that is an answer, right? And then we could just propagate more. I think that's fine. We'll do that. I think that's actually fine. Okay, and then we're going to want to go left, because I basically want to try to get him another set of multi-strike. That would be pretty good. You could also give him a large stone. I don't know if... Yeah, I think that's okay. You could also give him dualism, so he's guaranteed to keep stealth, but I don't think that's going to be really a problem. This will just give him more options, right? But we really want multi-strike. I could re-roll for multi-strike as well. But if I don't get multi-strike, it's going to feel bad. Because what else could I get? Endless is bad. Yeah, Endless would just be horrible. We could get Quick. Quick would be okay. But not really, because we have Stealth. So it's not really that important. And then we could get the other upgrade that I always forget about. So we have like we have a 50-50 shot, essentially, of getting multi-strike. And if we don't get it, we're going to miss the large stone, right? The large stone is going to be a very good pickup. But is it going to really be? Maybe not. I could get the attack upgrade. Because we are getting health from the equipment. With the idea that if I get multi-strike, I'm going to be even more solid. Like, the extra health from this isn't even mattering, right? So I'm going to actually do that. I think it's worth the risk. Yeah, this is this is the exact thing I was worried about. Like, these are both whatever. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. We could duplicate a card, but I want to wait with duplicating until we've fused the Bloodthirsty Blade with the Loam Coat. And we will be doing that with... Let's see, we will be doing that pretty much the next encounter, right? Yeah, because the Merchant of Arms is here. The heal is going to be kind of wasted, but we want to combine those two equipments and then duplicate it, right? So I think that's fine. We could get this as well. This would be okay. If we can get him multi-strike as well, that'd be good. This would also be good as well, the Luna Priestess. It basically guarantee we always have a new moon, no matter what. We don't always play the card, but we always know we have the new moon without having to get the room card, which we might get the room card at the Merchant of Arms, though, but I don't know. We might get it in a draft. But also Shadeguard would be really good because if we're trying to stay on a new moon, we can have him just buffing on another floor and he can kind of clean up whatever bleeds through the bottom floor. And it's a reliable cleanup. I think that's probably better. That's probably better, actually. I don't think I really need to give him any upgrades, though, right now. None of these upgrades really sound good. I mean, Quick would be okay, but he's going to be bulky. I don't think I waste any of my money on any of this. Because we can guarantee the new moon as long as we time stuff, unless we just draw really badly, which we could. We could always do that. I don't know. All right, but anyway, we're going to have Ardun in the front. We're going to kind of do our same setup we did earlier. We're going to have you on the middle floor. I won't be able to play top floor just yet. It's fine. So I think I just guarantee this now and get those kills. We don't have to play this right away because we hold our cards. I probably should have played you on the top floor, though. I think this is fine, though. And then you're going to get more kills, but I do want you to get your stealth stacks. So I guess if you're getting a lot of kills, you're still getting stealth stacks, right? You're going to get more kills, too. So we'll do this. And then we could propagate here, but I don't think it's, again, it does cost 1 energy. We're going to go ahead and do this now. So unfortunately, this guy will go up, so he's going to eat one of our draws, but I think that's fine. We can force a new moon next turn, so I'm going to actually do this now so that he just gets a bigger buff. I don't think that's going to matter, but might as well do it. So you will die, unfortunately, but I don't think that matters, does it? Not really. Okay. Overall, we're doing okay. We do have a Meddler as a choice. So Meddler, again, can force us to phase when we need to. I don't think we need any of this, though. I think this is all good to skip. And then we could get another form of Propagate. I don't think that matters as well. I think this 1 is just a good buffer. We don't really need another. Decay would help us in situations we want to do damage over time and don't have the bulk to kill a floor, but that's really only going to be useful on the flying bosses, right? I think I skip for now. If I had a spell upgrade shop, I'd pick that up, but I don't, so I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna go right. We're gonna see what we get here. Oh, we did get the train stewards, so we could set up top floor train stewards, multi-hitting. That would be okay. But either way, I want to combine for sure this with this. I'm gonna confirm the merge. And then I want this to be deployable. It's a big investment, but it's going to make our run so much nicer. So now we can guarantee that either Ardoon, it's probably going to more likely be a Nightgale, has a good buff that he's going to be able to utilize. Meat Shield is whatever. Equalizing Rings could be okay too, I think, for... Mostly if we can fuse it with the other Loam Coat, we can then put that on Shade Guard, and Shade Guard's going to be very, very strong. Alternatively, we can have Equalizing Rings fuse with Growth Carapace, but I don't think that's as good. Yeah. I think just having these two together, and then we'll have a very powerful Shade Guard. That could be okay. I think getting it on Shade Guard would be okay as well. I'm trying to think of what other units we'd even want. We could always put some of this stuff on the shield stewards. I'm probably just gonna put an Overgrowth Carapace on here, mostly if I go the steward route. Because we can basically put the steward room on the top floor with the shield steward or something. Then put the Overgrowth Carapace. He's gonna get multi-strike, he's gonna be super bulky. I think that's actually the play. And then I can get a deployable upgrade on this. I don't think this health is gonna matter too much. This Equalizing Ring. And yeah, I don't think any of this is gonna matter too much. We'll do that. Pretty cool. And then we do get to choose one of these. Unfortunately, we did not get this until we got the multi-strike guaranteed. Because we could have, if we got a multi-strike, we'd have a 3 multi-strike unit that permanently gets 10 every fight. In case you don't know how this event works, these debuffs are going to disappear after a few encounters. So the summon one I don't think is going to be good for us. That's going to hurt us. It would, and I don't think it really benefits us, but I think I have to put it on the Nightgale right now. I think it's wasted on the Shade Guard, and it's wasted on a Steward. Because the Nightgale is going to be cleaning up bottom floor, right? We're always going to be doing that. And having that just get stronger and mass murder is going to be so good. It's just going to suck we don't get the multi-strike, though. Maybe I do put it on the Shield Steward. We just have a really beefy Shield Steward. No. We're going to go with my gut. Okay. Yeah, we're going to start getting him a permanent buff. I think that's going to be good. We will have Fragile, but he shouldn't be in the front, so Corruption won't do anything to him right away anyway. I think this is all good. Okay. Alright, so for this encounter, obviously we keep the Nightgale out. We do this. We put Ardoon out. We'll put you in the middle. I think that's still good. We'll put you on the top. You won't be attacked the first fight, so that's okay. We are keeping a hold of this, so we'll just clean bottom floor. We could start spawning, but honestly I'm going to probably remove these mushrooms. I don't think they're going to be good for this challenge, just because... I mean, I could put them up here, but I want to put another steward up there, right? I could put them... I don't know, I just don't think they're going to be that good for this. We might as well just start summoning them, though. It doesn't hurt. Okay. So even though this guy has knockback, I don't think it really matters. We are going to be able to kill the Spikes guy immediately, so I think that's important, so he doesn't die. He's going to be tanky and bleed through, though. Yeah, I think this is still fine. Alright, you will get the kill as well. I just want to make sure I'm getting the initial kill, so I keep my stealth. I really just don't want to propagate right now, even though I probably should. Yeah, we do have this as the upgrade. But I do want to do some damage to him, right? I think I do. So we'll do this right away. I could have attuned that, and that would have done more damage. That would have been the smarter play, but I think this is still fine. We are going to want to get deployable on the this, though, but we lucked into it pretty early, so... we're not going to be able to get a quicker than turn 3 kill, I don't think, in this fight. We don't have that kind of a goated run yet, but... I think I just keep doing what I've been doing. Oh, we did lose the stealth. That's unfortunate. I don't think that's going to matter, though. I guess it's a lesson learned. Don't sit on this too long. But whatever. I think it's still fine. I don't see how we're in danger of losing. You can just throw all these out. Why not? Some extra damage. Yeah, you're still going to be able to kill this front. Somehow you are dying. Oh, because... How are you dying? Is this just bugged? Because you don't have quick. And this is for sure killing, right? Oh, because he attacks first. Got it. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. That could have ended badly. We're going to want to get rid of this fragile ASAP. But I think we're still fine right now. Alright, so for all of this, drawing more could be okay. This card can actually cause infinites, because, right, you can set it to 0 cost and remove the consume. And if you get a large consume pile, I guess it's drawing from the consume pile. Maybe it's not as easy to infinite as I think. So we could reuse a consume card. That's basically how that reads, but like we don't really have anything like that. We're not stacking debuffs. We're not really propagating, right? So I think this is all... I mean, we are propagating. I guess we can reuse this proliferate, but like whatever. I'd rather just have another proliferate at that point, right? Because then you can draw into it. So I think I just skip again. Or I grab the Spike Legion, because that can multi-stack the conduit and stealth on a single unit. It should be okay. Maybe we do that. And if I duplicate, I'm going to be duplicating him if I get another one of him. This would be okay, because I could guarantee something. Celestial Colonel, I don't think is going to matter in this run. This I would have to get energy to really make it worth it, but it would guarantee I always have a conduit target, which would be okay. And worst case scenario, it's a corruption eater, right? So yeah, we're gonna go +1 draw. I need the extra draw when I have no draw for sure. So now I can upgrade spells. I can duplicate it on either side because I have this starting thing. Fortunately, I can't make this deployable yet, but that's fine. Yeah, I think... Because I could also duplicate this card, which would be good, but I would want more space if I'm going to do that. I don't need more space. I could put Ardoon on his own floor and then just have 2 Nightgales on the bottom floor. That actually might be just more solid, right? So, but I want to duplicate him after he loses the Fragile. Because once the event shows up, the event's only going to remove it from the original, I believe. So the other one would still have the Fragile, and I really don't want that. So I'll wait on that game plan, but I definitely want to duplicate, what is it? Where is it? I definitely want to duplicate the merged equipment. Yeah, I want to duplicate this for sure and have it on both Ardoon and Nightgale. But yeah, I think I'm going to end up doing that. So knowing I'm going to end up having 2 Nightgales on the bottom floor and maybe even the Lunar Priestess on the bottom floor. backline. I don't think that matters. I think I just go for the artifacts because I don't really know what spells I would want to upgrade. Right, I could upgrade the Celestial Storms to make them more usable. I could remove the consume on proliferate. That might matter. Probably not. Yeah, none of these spells scream I need to upgrade it. I'm relying on this spell to do everything for me, right? So I think I just go left. I think I have a better chance with the artifacts. We are going to immediately duplicate this, though, and it should be deployable. Yep. We can make our silent unit stronger during a new moon, which we're pretty much always keeping, so that's good. We'll do that for sure. I don't think the armor matters because we have the stealth. And we're not consuming a lot. So I think this is all good. And then we can go another upgrade. Permanent Rage doesn't do anything. Titan Skin doesn't do anything. And I don't think Savage Spirit really does anything. I think I skip all of this because this is kind of a bad debuff. Because we have Stealth, these guys should never be losing HP. I guess they could if there's Corruption, but is that damage going to really matter in the end? Probably not. And then Titan Skin is kind of like whatever. Right? We don't really have units that want to be getting hit. The Rage could be good if we had a good solid bottom floor eater like Shade Guard. I guess I could put Shade Guard on the bottom floor instead of Ardoon. But Ardoon is just going to have like a much solider strategy because I think he gets plus 80 once we go to the next upgrade. I think I just skip. If we need a big beat stick on the bottom floor, we just put Ardoon. We don't put the shader. Oh, it's plus 100. Yeah, like 120. We're already killing most frontliners just with Ardoon if we really need to go that route. So yeah, I think I don't really see the need for the other path. We're going to be killing everything on bottom floor, so they can heal up. That's fine. Alright, but yeah. So we'll just keep doing what we've been doing. We have some pretty good strength. We'll set up this. I don't really need to set up the train stewards right away. We're gonna immediately... I've learned my lesson, for sure. This has a cooldown, this doesn't, so I want to use the cooldown first. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. Make sure that stealth is stacked up before you lose it. Okay. So we'll do this. This would give us more... Oh, because it's giving more stealth stacks, it's also giving more damage. Right. So yeah, I think I just play this. We clear bottom floor again. Top floor has a unit that it needs to deal with. Here you go, get that money for us. Yeah, I don't know. I think more space would be okay. The thing is, if we're not killing, we're not getting stealth, right? But we are getting more coats. We'll see. I might get space instead of energy, and then I just have 2 Night Gales with the Ardoon in the front. It's probably going to work out, because then he can kill all the frontliners. Right, this is the Ethereal copy. I should be using the Ethereal copy, huh? That's fine, because that's not sticking in our hand. Okay. Just put this at the top. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, this copy should be played first. I think I'm fine if the backliner just bleeds up right now, right? I don't think it matters. I can just start dumping cards out of my hand. I don't see myself really needing any of this, honestly. Okay. And then we have a brief respite. I might as well play some of these, because I'm going to draw into them. I can guarantee get to New Moon with his ability, so I'd rather get him more damage with the Mage Blade. And then I might as well just dump one of these out of my hand because I just don't want it. Give you that, I guess. Sure. Yeah, and then even without going to New Moon, I kill, right? So yeah, this is fine. Easy boss. All right. And now we get a lot of points. Got a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, Mage Blade is pretty good on Ardoon or Manu Multiter, but we're already getting huge value out of this combo, so I don't really need this. Phasing multiple times doesn't really matter. Well, this just doesn't matter. I'll skip. This hits all units, that includes your own, so that will kill us. This will not do much. This allows us to draw more. But, like, we don't consume. So, the benefit of this card, the Mulch, is if you get intrinsic on it, even though you lose the -1, you can basically guarantee you're going to have a very solid first draw. It's also better in consume style decks. A lot of people probably don't know at this moment, but Under Legion has a pretty solid consume build, and I've made a really good build at one point with it. And Mulch is like kind of the main creator of that build. You really want a lot of Mulches, but I think we just skip here. I don't see any of it mattering. And we go left, I think, even though I'd love to remove cards, and I do like playing around with events. I need to get deployable on the steward quarters, and I need to what else do I need to do? Not much else, honestly. Kind of just that. That doesn't seem that good though, but again, what spells are we upgrading? Nothing. And removing 2 cards is nice, but we have a lot of card draw now, so it's like not that important. And we can get the Train Steward out of our deck. Yeah, I think I just do this. We also have this, which is probably better than the Train Steward quarters. Because basically that means now if we play bottom floor and have multiple Night Gales, they'll get plus 15 strength, and we never have to worry about cycling. We can just spam our conduit stuff. And I can master the card, which is currently unmastered. Mitosis Cap is interesting, but I don't think there's a unit we really want to duplicate permanently. And we're going to be, I mean, we have the whatchamacallit, the Life Mother Pyre, so I don't think Mitosis Cap matters. I'm going to actually go this route. This sounds more fun. The problem is I don't know if I'm going to have the energy for this, right? Because all of our energy is kind of going elsewhere. So maybe I just draw into this and I still deploy this. Yeah, I think I do that. Okay, and then we save our money because I want more points. I guess I should have saw also if I got a free one here, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, this is all just whatever. Skip. We're going New Moon build, so full moons are not going to be usable. So we skip. Okay. Alright, so now this guy... So a lot of people have been having trouble with the Undying one. They did slightly nerf his lower version. And by nerf, I mean they just moved it to Ascension 4 or Covenant 4. But honestly, this guy's not hard. You just gotta play bottom floor, and you'll see what I mean. I mean, we have all the stealth, so yeah, we're gonna get through the reanimate. But I've never had a problem with this unit. We don't even have to beat him with bulk. We're gonna be beating him with just pure raw. Whatchamacallit, power. So yeah, we're gonna put you. Let's see. So we're gonna put you down here. Put you here. We're going to give you the stronger one because I want you to be able to burst through and you have a better chance to scale it. I do want to start with you out, even though it's going to be a little rougher. I'm not going to necessarily be able to guarantee that I draw into a thing. But we should propagate the stealth, I'm pretty sure, before we lose it. I actually don't know the order of that. We did get that, so we're guaranteed to always be new moon at the very least. And then I think I just get one of these out of my deck. One of these cards. And I can actually have you build up your stealth as well. Why not? Okay, no, I do lose the stealth first. That's annoying. We'll have new moon effects always active, though. I think that's fine. I think we're still okay as well, right? Yeah, you're just barely not killing the front. That's a little annoying. Now that this is always active, I can kind of get you to the point where you kill the front. My mouse dying. My mouse is dying. That's a little annoying. We'll see, because I need the same exact USB to... I guess I don't need the same exact. Use this. Mid-run stuff going on. Here we go. Okay, now my mouse isn't dying. Yeah, I think I just do this. And then I could propagate so you can kill the front. Oh, but you're getting the Titan skin. That is annoying. Okay. These Titan skin guys are actually kind of hurting me right now, because I'm not going to be able to get the kills I normally would get, so... I think we just keep buffing. It's fine. You go up here, go up here. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage is going to bleed through just because of this Titan skin, and I don't have a way to deal with it. I'm not drawing into my way to deal with it, so we're going to lose a little bit of points from that. That's annoying, but that's how RNG plays out. Okay. I mean, just keep buffing. Let's see what else to do. Interesting enough, these mushrooms actually get stealth because of this. I didn't really... Shadow Sheath is really good with the mushroom. I actually never noticed that. So, that's cool. Let's get a very big mushroom. Sure. Let's do that. That sounds fun. I've actually never seen this unit with with the... Like, I've never seen a giant mushroom. That'd be really fun. Maybe I'll get that for a thumbnail or something, and then people get clickbaited. You know, I don't like clickbait, and I really don't want to subject anyone to clickbait, but, you know, I could do it. Okay. Well, either way. Titan skin doesn't matter. We have so much stealth, this reanimate's not going to matter at all, so... Alright. We already have it. We're not moon cycling a lot. I mean, we kind of are, but like we already have other perma-scaling, and this is kind of a little late now, I feel. We could skip all this. Truffles could fetch us some cards. That'd be kind of cool. But we don't really need any of this still yet again. So I think I just skip. And now we can duplicate our Nightgales because we are no longer we're no longer fragile. Pretty cool. So that means there's more incentive to duplicate those. We probably will. We're going to be picking up space, so I think I'm going to wait to duplicate this because we won't have a way to scale the third one, but I want to duplicate that and have 3 copies of it. So I think that'll be cool. We could go left and try to get more trinkets and whatnot, but we do get a free copy as well, so I don't have to waste money. So I think I just do that. And we're going to set this up on bottom floor right away because I want to get both to get the celebrate. I guess we don't have to actually because we're going to have a flying boss. Actually, I don't have to do that. Either way, we're duplicating this card. Multi-strike. You're a little too late, but I can at least put it on here. It is going to hurt my points a little bit, but this will help make sure I'm killing more than I actually am. Okay. We're going to go for it. Damage shield kill. Should be easy. And we're going to put Arduin on the bottom, as we have been doing. We're going to put one of the Nightgales here. And then we're going to put the other Night Gale behind here. He's going to probably lose his stealth, but I think that's fine. He's really just there to deal damage. We do have the full moon, but we don't have any magic power down here yet, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're just going to do this. Clear the bottom floor pretty easily. Do a lot of damage to Kale. That seems pretty good. We might as well start setting up the top floor, even though we could be getting more damage just having Kale cycle between these two floors, but I think this is fine. Then we'll do that. Why not? I don't expect to get a 2-turn kill anyway, so I think this is still fine. Plus, having a giant mushroom with this carapace sounds like a really fun time, and I want to see what that looks like, so. Let's see, Ardoon, you're going to be fine with stealth, I think. I just make sure you keep your stealth. Okay. And then we have the multi-strike up here. Oh, I wish I had something to drink nearby. My throat is killing me. I do have a little bit of water. Okay. All right, and then we draw into one of these. So we're good. We're going to get damage shield here unless I play this now. Okay, I'm fine if Kale gets that damage shield. Like, it's not going to matter. All right, we're going to get Giant Mushroom. Giant Mushroom. That is pretty fun. We're going to propagate down here. We're going to make sure we get the kills. We're not getting the new moon room, but I don't really care. There we go. Got some nice water in my system. Remember to drink water if you're watching. Okay, you're dead. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, but we set this up here. Now we don't have to worry about trying to optimize this anymore. I probably still do. Or not. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Okay. But yeah, we'll have a better... Well, we have the full moon. The full moon doesn't get affected by the room. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna do that now, because I do want to get some more damage. And we'll just keep stacking. Okay, we got Big Mushroom up here, still doing his mushroomy things. I think I'm fine just letting this bleed through. I just want to see Big Mushroom. I know I will not clickbait with that mushroom. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we got the kill. If we had a strong bottom floor clearer where we could just set up middle floor, that would be even better, because then we can kill the next flying boss really quickly, but I don't know if we'll have that. That type of setup is going to require us getting... I guess we could set that up. Huh. Let me think. There is a world where if we get 2 more energy, we could get 2 more Night Gales. Or 1 more Night Gale? I guess 1 more Night Gale, and have 2 Night Gales on the middle floor, 1 on the bottom floor, and then we can kind of just clean shop on the boss, right? In that case, energy is good. We could still set that up even without energy, though, right? Because we don't have to play the Shade Guard. Kind of regret putting the multi-strike on him. I don't think it's going to matter. It's going to hurt my points. Because I think I could have just gone... I could just go one more... I could just go 1 more Night Gale and then have 2 Night Gales in the center. And then just give... And then duplicate another set of... Because I'm already planning to do another set of this. So I could have 4 of this merged equipment. And then... I think that's going to be better for points. Anyway, I skip all this, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't need energy in that case. The other benefit to space is I could do that same game plan, but have like 3 Night Gales in the middle or something. I could do something crazy. I think space is still better. It just gives me more flexibility, but I think I go money, and I go super crazy. Like super crazy. So we just skip this. I don't care what's here. None of it matters. So I think what I'm going to do, obviously I need to get a 3rd copy of this. But I'm also, even though it seems like I'm going to lose points in the end, I think because I can kill the boss faster in the center, we're going to get another Night Gale. Another one of these. We're going to draw so many cards. Am I going to even be able to draw all my cards? We're going to get another one of these, and I think I just got to remove some cards. I do not want to be... Okay, I don't want this. I don't want Shade Guard, or, you know, these guys are useless. We're going to remove this. I don't want these cards in my opening hand, because you could drop to 10 cards, right? So I don't want these in my opening hand. Not you. So now I draw the leader, and then 4 of these, and 3 of these. So that's 8 cards. Plus the Lunar and the Shade Guard. That's probably okay. Or I can duplicate the Night Gales again. And duplicate this again. And then I could have card removal for these 2. Let me see, what was our path looking like? The money is part of the removal. The copy would be the path we'd probably want to go, because it's going to be cheaper to just copy another card without using the cost. Okay. In that case, removal. And then and then I can then I'll have 5 of these, 4 Night Gales, and 1 of you. I'll keep you for now, but I think this is going to be a very fun game plan. I think I can do it. And then we get the 150 here. So yeah, this is good. This is good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we go. We go. Have to do the challenge. But we're going to go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Honestly, I might remove this, because this is actually eating up a slot. Yeah, I forgot about that. So this actually ruins my game plan a bit. I want to really master this card. This card's technically the easiest to master, but I just never get to master it because it always ruins my plans. I could have also gotten 1 extra space with this and did that on bottom floor. I just realized I never had to go this. I could have gone energy. I think it's fine. All right, so we're going to go here, here, here. 1, 2, 3. And then go there, and then we'll just put you top floor. And then if I had another Night Gale, I could have placed all the Night Gales on this floor, actually. Well, I can't undo, so. That probably would have been smarter, though, I think, but whatever. I think it's still fine, because you need to deal with anything that bleeds up, right? So I think this is still fine. I'll just have to play this every turn, but it's like whatever. Okay, and then we have the ephemeral, so we might as well play this. Yeah, so we have that floor dealt with. The problem is these guys have reanimate, so that's why the floors are bleeding. I think it's fine how I have it set up. Okay. We might not draw into any cards soon. And that would be perfectly fine with me. Where's the ephemeral copy? I'm gonna propagate. Okay. Pretty solid. Here I was saying this unit wasn't very good, and this unit is the pinnacle to how this run is playing out, so clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, this is going to really bleed through. I don't know if this is going to cause problems. I really don't know if this is going to cause problems. I guess we'll find out. Okay. We're going to just do this. This is going to bleed through. I think I just start placing these guys now. I'm going to have to. Yeah, this is unfortunate. These reanimate guys are kicking my butt. But I do have this, but I will take a lot of damage, and I just want to take damage. Yeah, we're going to have a few bleeding through. It actually might have been less damage, but that's assuming these get killed. Yeah, I don't know. That was rough. This was a rough combat. For sure. Okay. Yeah, we probably could have gotten better score if I just took the whatever it's called. But whatever. Okay. Let's get rid of these. We don't have to win top floor. And we're pretty much good. And these guys all survive, so they'll all get celebrate, which is fine with me. Okay. Yeah, that could have been better. But alas, I messed up, so... We have conduit. I don't really need any of this. I think that still plays out. And then we go left. Because I get a free copy. We're going to get a 5th version of this. Then we're going to go to the trinket shop. We're going to duplicate the 4th version of the Nightgale. And then we're going to remove the Lunar Priestess. And we're going to remove the, unfortunately, Steward Quarters. So I still will not master that card. Bah humbug. Okay, anyway. We'll keep the rest for points. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. So. And then we do have the sap. So I think we can outscale the sap. I have a feeling. We shall see. I'm going to place 2 up here for sure. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. This. So if I put this on top floor, I'm going to have more chances to do the boss attacks. So I think I'm going to do that. All right, we'll have more boss attack attempts. So, yeah, so first off, we start with the norm. Boss is taking a lot of damage. Pretty good. This will always bleed through, probably. But I think that's intentional. We could start placing here, but, oh, we're going to get stronger units. I don't know if I want that. I'm going to start placing these here. I don't think it matters. I could just put you here for now so you can do more damage. Sure. Okay. So yeah, top floor will bleed. Interesting. So maybe I should have put this on top just to make sure that never happens. Oh, but we have, it's because we didn't, yeah. Okay, yeah, now that makes more sense. um, so we have the new moon down here. These guys are destroying our abilities. Wish I had a way to get rid of them. But I think that's fine. If they bleed through, I'm still going to be able to handle that up here. It's just a little more annoying. So I think I do this because they're all dying anyway, so it's like whatever. I'll get you where you're doing stuff. I could play this to get out of my deck. Sure. Sure. Let's just do that to get it out of my deck. I don't really see the problem in that. But we are adding more of these to our deck, right? But it's fine. Yeah, so this is a little annoying. I think, though, this is fine if this thing bleeds up, right? I could do this and try to get rid of the backline, but I don't think that matters. I think I can get rid of one of these for sure, and I think two. I really don't want to take damage and lose score. That's basically why I'm thinking that. Okay. And I can't use my ability because of the a little annoying doohickey. This is cleared. I could play this twice. At least once. So I don't lose out on my abilities. I think sapping once is still okay. One more time. I don't think we're going to quick round the boss, unfortunately. Just with how it got set up. Mostly because I got this a little late, unfortunately. But elsewhere, we will be doing fine. Also, this is pretty much dead. I might as well just summon a few more mushrooms. I have them in my deck. And then, yeah, I think this is just still fine. I could do this for potentially more damage. I'm really coping on trying to win this before the Relentless, but yeah, it's unfortunately just not fast enough. But at the very least, I had a strong enough setup that will stop my dudes from losing out, right? So I think in the end, it still ended up okay. It doesn't matter if I switch to a new moon at this point; those guys will still bleed through. Nothing will change. And yeah, we win. There's no reason to play any cards. Yeah, we're good. So overall, a pretty fun run. I enjoyed it. I never have gotten this unit to play well. So I think the fact that I managed to have a good run with them is pretty cool. I think I don't think I wasted money on what I did. I'm sure I could have got more points, but the fact that the enemies were bleeding through, it would have probably actually resulted in a lot more enemies bleeding through if I didn't have that many units. So I think in the end it was the right play in terms of my score. But yeah, again, I'm gonna pause to avoid spoilers, though I think the spoilers are kind of already getting through, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, and now we're back. So overall, pretty cool run. Yeah, not much else to say. For some reason, this one has more than the others. I don't exactly know why. Maybe I screwed up somewhere. Regardless, we had 4 Night Gales, 5 of these of these. I don't know if I don't think the Mage Blade would have been a better choice or anything. So I think this ended up pretty well. Pretty cool run. Finally mastered the Eclipse card, so that's always pretty cool. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be curious to see who ends up winning in terms of score. Looks like I beat Suez. I think I know Suez. I've talked to him before. But yeah, he's pretty good at the game. But yeah, I did end up winning that run. So pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.